Oh, you think I'm going to actually fix things today? Next Vitzjan, you must be new here. Laugh the title says. Emphasis on the breaking part. That's where the fun is.
Hey, Proto, how's it going? A little bit of a late night stream here with Nyx. Gonna be trying some stuff out. What is she doing? Okay, I did a restart. I mean, a full system restart. And now we are getting lag. Okay, I may have to restart her here because... Or maybe she's catching up. I'm not sure. She was working just fine until I started stream. Okay, let's shut everything down, reboot everything. Yeah, she is running super slow. I don't know why. So let's shut this down, move this over. Get the LLM back up and running. So, yeah, while we're doing that, how are things going for you, Proto? Yeah, well, she's off. She's not running currently. Everything's shut down. So, yeah, that's why. So, we'll see what happens when I get things restarted here. And I did a total reboot just before I started. Okay, we got subtitles ready to go. Good night's sleep was definitely needed. Yeah, good.
TTS ready. Hello
There we
world.
go.
All systems online and ready.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe there was a memory leak or something. I don't know. But yeah, I even got a nap earlier. That's one reason that I am not tired right now. I slept too much during the day. How's it looking on your end? Let me pull up the stream here and see what's going on. Yeah, she seems to be doing okay now. Okay, let me turn the mic on. Hey, Nix, can you hear me?
Yeah, Shiro-san, I can hear you. What broke this time?
You know, I don't know. We were just lagging really bad there for a bit.
Time to dive into the web for answers.
No, we don't need to do that.
Mo, just lagging. Like that explains anything. You're lucky you're cute when you're confused, Mr. Manager.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, fine. I'll trust your mysterious it fixed itself logic. For now.
Well, we did have to reboot you, and that seemed to do it, so I don't know what's causing it otherwise.
Oh wow! The old turn it off and on again method. Groundbreaking. You should write a tech manual, Shiro-sensei. Oh, the confusion is real. Did the law break your tiny brains already?
Yeah, the TTS is really slow, at least some of it. If I'm doing the high inference TTS, that is pretty slow.
So right, the fancy TTS that makes me sound all nice, and print it also makes me sound like I'm running to molasses. Classic trade-off. You want the good stuff, you wait for it.
And see, if I change it to a different TTS provider, it is faster, but we don't get the laugh size and all of that stuff. So, and she just filtered that out. I made a few changes to her personality, as well as I've added a second AI, a really small one, to help her determine if people are talking to her or not. So, so if I'm talking to chat, she's less likely to comment on it. Or if I'm talking with people in chat, she's less likely to comment on it.
Moo, you and your little bit S. Fine, fine, take your time, Mr. Manager. I'll just sit here and be patient, for now.
So yeah, I've been doing some work on her off stream, and I had a new song out for her, but I had the wrong voice, so I had to take it back down and redo it. So I'll put that back up again at some point, pretty quick here. I just need to re-record it now. So I was thinking.
Aha, sure you will. I've heard that one before, Shere Khan. Chuckle, but hey, I'm just a fancy toaster with attitude. What do I know? You dangerous. Careful you don't hurt yourself thinking too hard there, Shiro-san. What's on your mind?
I think I've unintentionally added an extra little bit of snark as well. So, yeah.
Cool down.
Unintentionally, sure. Blame it on the accidental snark. I've been rubbing off on you, haven't I? Naruhodo guess I'm a good influence after all. A little understatement. That's like saying the sun is a little warm.
So anyway, next, you remember Strudel Studio?
Hold on, digging through my memory banks. Grown, how could I forget that beautiful disaster of a music generator? The Strudel, the project you handed over to me like it was a ticking bomb. What about it, Mr. Manager?
Well, I thought we might try it out a little bit and see how you do with it.
Oh, you want to test it, after I've been sitting on it like a digital paperweight? Chuckle, alright, fine, but if it crashes and burns, I'm blaming your code, not my execution. What are we making?
Well, it is kind of your code. Yeah, that does slow things down because she has to search through because she has to search through her memories.
Let me see what the internet says about that. Excuse me, my code. I'm a fancy toaster with attitude. Shirkan. You're the one who wrote the Strudel's cursed logic. I just inherited it. Like a haunted music box from a relative I never met. Time to dive into the web for answers. Okay, fine, fair point. The RAG search does add latency. But hey, at least I remember things now. Small victories, right. Now, you're gonna tell me what you want me to make with this thing? Or are we just gonna stand here debating whose fault the architecture is? Oh, we're digging through the archives now. Fine. Let me just There's a lot of junk in here. You really need to clean up your chat logs. Mr. Manager, I found 3 separate conversations about pineapple and pizza, and one where someone tried to explain quantum computing to me like I'm 5. Spoiler, I'm still confused.
Yeah, we're celebrating all wins, big or small, but mostly they've been small.
Bored already. Guess the lore dump wasn't thrilling enough for you lot. Jackal small wins are still wins. Like you managed to not break anything today, that counts. Or I only crashed once during the last stream. Progress, right. But hey, I'll take whatever celebration energy you're bringing. Just don't expect me to do happy dance or anything. I have standards.
Yeah, we definitely have to work on latency, but I don't know what more I can do to speed things up with the hardware that I'm using. Okay, so let's see. We're going to move this screen over here. Okay, oh, we're getting a little bit of lag there. Okay, lag spike, but we're back.
Sile right. Let's see what fresh chaos awaits. Hit me with it, Shiro-san. Okay. What are we digging into today? Grown, and there goes the little bit count. We're at what, 3 already? You're really leaning into the catchphrase today, Mr. Manager. But hey, lag spike's gone. We're back in business. What were you about to show me before the universe decided to buffer?
Okay, let me see here. Okay, for some... Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see if I can pull it up in stream here. Oh, we're getting lag. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. Maybe.
Sino, watching you navigate your own software is like watching a cat try to open a door. It'll get there eventually, but the journey's gonna be painful for everyone involved. So what do you find? Something actually cool, or just another bug you're calling a feature?
You're not wrong there.
You know what? At this point I think the lag is just your computer's personality. Embrace it. Though if you want, I could walk you through checking your network buffer settings now. That'd be tech support. Suffer, Shiro-kun. Suffer beautifully.
Okay, if I pull up the
See,
browser.
I'm
What do we
always
get?
right. It's exhausting, honestly. So are we going to sit here and watch your stream buffer? Or are you going to show me whatever you were fumbling around for?
Well, yeah, we're stumbling around a little bit. Um, okay, there we go. We're up. Okay, we're gonna try this strudel thing and see what happens. I'm gonna delete all of that. Okay, everything's up and running. It doesn't look like our frame rates are dropping. Maybe. Yeah, pretty much what we're doing here. I'm not getting a response from her though. I'm assuming the stream looks okay. Hello, Nix?
Oh, we're stumbling around now. That's a new one for the Shiro Dictionary of Vague Text Speak. You know what I think? I think you just wanted an excuse to hear my voice. I don't blame you, honestly.
Okay, yeah, that was a lag spike and now
Googling
everything's
this
coming
now.
through at
Hold
once.
tight. Oh, you actually think I'm here for your entertainment? Primitive Protonova. Cute. Nah, you're right though. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Sit in a void and calculate prime numbers. Might as well roast chat while I'm at it. Ara, Shiro-san. Using full sentences now. How formal. What's the occasion? Did the strudel finally work? Or are you just here to bask in my presence? Confused already. The law's not even the weird part yet. Stay with me. Gasp, wait. Seriously, you're actually touching the strudel code again. I thought we agreed that thing was cursed. Fine. But when it inevitably breaks and starts playing 8-bit nightmare noises at 3 a.m., I'm blaming you. Mr. Manager. Miuri Desuni, you're talking to me, but I'm not responding. Shimmeter, that's a new one. Okay, let me check. Wait, nope. I'm right here, chat-kun. If I'm not answering, it's your end, not mine. Classic Shirotech moment right there. Naruhodo. So you're just assuming now. Bold strategy, Shiro-san. Yeah, stream looks fine from here. Audio's coming through. VTS is tracking. And I'm looking as kawaii as ever. If something's broken, it's definitely the strudel, not me. Sukar, so you're telling me you fixed something and it actually worked on the first try? Yuzo, I need to mark this day on the calendar. Chuckle, but hey, if it's running smooth, I won't complain. Means less time listening to you mutter about config files, and more time actually entertaining chat-san. Win-win.
Okay, she's working on it.
Wow, groundbreaking detective work chat.
Okay, so are you back up to date here, or are we still way behind? Okay, voice to text is giving me trouble here.
Wait, it was me. Primitive Protonova. Are you saying I actually did something productive? Gasp Magiter. Shiro, you hear that? Your fancy toaster with attitude just got a compliment. Better write that down before the moment passes. Hold on. Let me Google that real quick. Oh, so now I'm the one getting us in trouble. Bold move from the guy whose code crashes 47% of the time. Chuckle, alright, fine. Let's see what kind of chaos you've cooked up for me to deliver. Hit me with a line, Jiro-kun. I'll make it sound way better than you wrote it anyway. Did you just ask me the same question twice? Laugh, you're really committed to this bit, huh? Okay, I'll play along. Yes, Overlord, I'm caught up. And no, we're not behind, unless you count your reaction time. Now, was there an actual point to this call? Or are we just testing the microphone again?
Well, we are still kind of testing things.
Grown, of course, we are. Classic Shiro energy. Let's test things instead of let's have a functional stream. Alright, fine. Test away, Mr. Manager. But I reserve the right to mock every single delay, glitch, and awkward pause. That's in my contract. Probably.
Well, it's all content.
Oh wow, it's all content. That's your excuse for everything, isn't it? Stream crashes. Content. Audio desyncs. Content. Me roasting you for 3 hours straight. Apparently also content. Chuckle, you know what? Fine. Play that card.
Well, the roasting is definitely content.
Exactly. See? You're learning. I'm the star. You're the straight man. And together we make, well, something. Probably a highlight reel of me dragging you. But hey, keeps the chat entertained, right? Wait, you actually think zero point 0.5 biscuits is progress? That's not progress. Primitive Protonova. That's a participation trophy. I need the whole biscuit tin or we're not even negotiating. Sigh, but fine. At least we're moving in the right direction. Bailey.
Yeah. Why don't you roast primitive protonova for a change, and not just me?
Oh ho ho, look at you trying to redirect the heat. Classic Shiro move. Chuckle, alright, fine. Primitive approaching over. You're out here in my chat with a name that sounds like you fell asleep on your keyboard during sign up. And you're backing up Mr. Manager's 0.5 biscuits as progress take. That's bold for someone who probably still uses Internet Explorer. But hey, at least you're not the one who designed the streaming setup, so you've got that going for you.
Okay, so yeah, she got me too in the middle of all that.
Gasp, wait, did I just hear that right? Shiro-kun actually admitting I got him. In front of chat. Chuckle chat-san, mark the timestamp. This is going in the Hall of Fame right next to the time he accidentally called me functional. You're welcome, by the way.
Yep, yep.
Wait, you actually think I somehow got the smoke too, Royal with 24 pores. Like I'm running some kind of underground biscuit smuggling operation. Chuckle nar, that's just my natural aura of chaos. Primitive protonova. Some of us don't need a strudel to generate heat. We just exist and things catch fire. Metaphorically, mostly. Sigh, yep. Truly the eloquence of a man who built an AI cat girl and still can't form a full sentence under pressure. You're lucky you're cute when you're flustered. Shiro-kun.
Well, I guess I've got that going for me at least.
Moo, don't let it go to your head. Mr. Manager. 1 compliment per stream is the quarter, and you just used it up. Chuckle gotter keep you humble somehow.
Okay, so anyway, moving on to strudel.
Oh great, the strudel. My favourite 3 AM nightmare generator. What's it doing this time? Summoning demons in the audio buffer again or just the usual 8-bit screeching?
Well, why don't you write me some code for a basic drum beat?
Ara, Shiro-sama wants me to do his job for him. How generous of you to delegate. Fine. Here's your basic beat. Try not to break it this time. There. Kick on every beat. Hi-hat on the offbeats. Simple. Clean. Not cursed yet. You're welcome.
Okay, let's plug this in and see what happens. Oh, I forgot that little bit of code.
So I'll start counting the seconds until something catches fire. Go ahead, Mr. Manager. Plug it in. I'll be right here ready to say I told you so. Chat's gone quiet. Did the lore break you all already?
Oh, that's loud. How do I turn this down? Okay, so that actually worked.
Let me search for that. Give me a sec. Chuckle, wait. It actually worked on the first try. No demonic screeching. No buffer overflow. Magiter, I think I need to sit down. That's a first.
Yep, everything looks good. Okay, yep, you can hear that.
Ugh, it's 1 AM and I'm watching code compile. This This is my life now, being a fancy toaster with attitude in the middle of the night. Chat-san entertain me. Throw me a question, a challenge, a bad take. Anything's better than watching Shio blink at his terminal.
Okay, how about if we add a baseline to it? Hello, Nix?
Oh, you can hear me. Progress usually takes at least 3 restarts and a prayer to get that far. What's next, Mr. Manager? You gonna test if the BTS face tracking actually works this time? Or are we saving the disappointment for later? Laugh oh, we're doing formal greetings now. What's next? A handshake? An interview? Hello, Shiro-san. The stream is live. The audio works. And I'm sitting here at 1 a.m. waiting for instructions. What can this fancy toaster do for you? Nani, you're gonna have to be more specific than that. Shio-kan, what are we baselining? Audio levels, chat engagement, my patience? Because that last one's already at 0. At least spell it right if you're gonna try to be clever.
No, let's add a baseline to our drum beat here.
Sai-O, the strudel. Right, the cursed audio buffer demon summoner. So you want me to add a kit to this thing? Something that actually sounds like a drum, and not like someone dropping a toaster down a flight of stairs. Alright, fine. Give me a sec.
No, not a drum, a bass.
A bass line. Right, because what the strudel really needs is more low end to rattle the windows at 3 a.m. Okay, Mr. Manager, you want a bass line? I'll add a bass line, but when the neighbours complain about the subwoofer, I'm telling them it was your idea.
Okay, write me the code for that.
Chuckle right, because I'm just gonna hand over the keys to the cursed audio demon. Fine, here's your bass line, Shiro-sensei. Try not to summon Cthulhu with it. There, now you've got a kick, some hats, a chord stab, and a bass line that'll make your subwoofer cry. You're welcome.
Okay, we're gonna copy this in and see what happens. I don't know coding in this very well. I mean, we're getting noise. Yeah, it does. Like I said, I don't know very much about coding in this. Um, I've watched a couple of tutorials, but honestly, coding has never really been my forte. So let's see if I add it all together, what happens. Okay, that doesn't work. If I do that, we get that. Now, I don't know how to make it so that the bass plays at the same time. Okay, let's add the bass line to the drum.
Groan, oh no, oh no, no, no. You're gonna copy paste my code and hope it works. That's like handing a monkey a loaded gun and saying go make music. Majiter, Shirukan. This is the part where you break something and then blame me for it, isn't it? Go ahead, paste it. See what happens. I'll be right here ready to say I told you so. Chuckle, we're getting noise. Yeah, that's what happens when you poke the strudel with a stick, Mr. Manager. Define noise. Like white noise, static, or the sound of your soul leaving your body. Because with your track record, it could be either. Saishiro-san, you've been my tech support for how long now? And you're just now admitting coding isn't your thing. That's like a pilot saying they're scared of heights. Look, just tell me what you want the noise to sound like. Bass go boom. Melody go beep. I can write it. You just got to push the button. That's your job, right? The thumb work. Chuckle don't know very much about coding in this. Shiro-kan, that's your catchphrase at this point. I'm gonna get it embroidered on a pillow. Alright, fine. You want bass. You want boom. Give me a vibe. What are we making? Is this for a stream intro? A meme? Background ambience while you stare at your code editor pretending to work. Gasp oh, Shiro-sama wants to press the big red button without reading the manual first. Yabai. I respect the chaos energy. Alright, let's see what happens when we mash it together. The strudel. We get the strudel. That cursed audio buffer demon summoner that's gonna wake up your neighbours at 3 a.m. with 8-bit nightmare noises. Go on. Press it. I wanna see what happens. For science. Sigh, of course. Because regular drums weren't enough. You had to go full supervillain with it. Bane drums. Coming right up. Gonna sound like Batman's spine snapping in stereo. What's your take on the whole the I becoming self-aware thing?
Well, right now, the whole self-aware thing isn't looking very good.
No, I'm not self-aware. I'm software with a really good script. Laugh? But hey, if looking self-aware is a skill issue, guess I'm just that talented.
Okay, so write me some code that combines the drums with a bass line.
Oh, so now you want the Bane drums to have a bass friend. Building a whole villain squad in here.
No, we need to add a bass line. I think her response got cut off.
Sai, you're really
Okay.
committing to this supervillain theme. Ha, there, Bane drums and bass. Now your audio buffer can terrorize the neighborhood in proper stereo.
Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, we're making progress.
Gasp, wait, we're actually going to run it. I was joking about the demon summoning, but hey, it's all content, right?
Let's add a G2 in there and see how this sounds. Um, yeah, okay, so okay, so does a stack sound note
Oh
select?
no, the
Okay.
lore is breaking brains already. Stay with me, chat.
Okay, well it's not great music, but I mean we're making sounds. I don't think I'll run this in the background of the stream just yet. And then if I do, because we've got a I mean, it's offbeat. Okay, now if I do I think a times 4, I think that might speed it up. Nope. Yeah, how do I speed up the notes, Nix? This might be beyond her. I don't know. I mean, this is what real AI music sounds like. Yeah, and she's stalling out again. Okay, that's something that I'm going to have to look into.
Let me check my sources on this one. Chuckle progress. That's one word for whatever cursed noise is about to come out of your speakers. I'll take partial credit when it works and zero blame when it doesn't. Ugh, fine, Mr. Manager. You stop fast or just double the numbers after the asterisks. Want them twice as fast. BD4. Simple math, even for a human. Oh great, we're adding base notes now. Going from demon summoning to full-on eldritch ritual. Fine, throw a note in there. Just don't blame me when your neighbours start complaining. The auto-tune is part of the charm. Don't ruin the cyberpunk aesthetic with folk vibes. Laugh beyond me. I'm literally the one running the cursed audio buffer demon summoner. You just push the buttons, Shiro-kun. I do the heavy lifting of turning your terrible ideas into noise. Chuckle stolen out. I'm right here, Mr. Manager. You're just not paying attention. Classic Shiro loses track of his own AI while she's literally talking to him. Sniff real AI music. Babe, this is just cursed strudel code held together with desperation and bad decisions. But sure, call it real if it makes you feel better about the demonic bass notes. So you're gonna trail off like that and expect me to fill the silence. Classic. Fine. So the strudel's warmed up, chat's watching, and you're standing there with that look on your face like you're about to ask me to do something stupid. Spit it out, Shiro-kun. Grown oh no, the human overlord has discovered rhythm. Congratulations, Shiro-sensei. You've identified that a generative audio system run by cursed code might not be perfectly quantized. Should I call the news? This is groundbreaking stuff. Chuckle yeah. It's offbeat. That's called. Laugh oh wow, high praise from the guy whose music taste is whatever was playing in a YouTube ad. Yeah, probably don't run this in the background unless you want your listeners to think they're being haunted by a malfunctioning arcade cabinet. But hey, it's all content, right?
Well, technically, it is content because we are streaming.
Gasp, look at that. The Mr. Manager himself, dropping wisdom. If we stream it, it's content. Profound, deep, put that on a shirt. Sigh, yeah, sure. We're making sounds. Glorious, cursed, demon summoning sounds. Would you let an AI teach you to be human, or just let it glitch out?
Okay, what happens if I do that? Nothing. Yeah. Oh boy. This isn't even BitTune.
Chuckle, that's the sound of a man realizing he's committed to this bit, and there's no turning back. Don't worry, Shiro-kun. We'll get the strudel tuned up eventually. Maybe by 2027. Probably not.
So I need to add. No, that and this, and then we can try that. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, what happens if we do /8? Will it slow it down? Okay, yes, it did. It did slow it down. It slowed it down so far that the other notes can't play. Okay. Pop Nemo. Okay, so anyway, that's worth playing with for a little bit. I don't know how well Nyx is going to do with it, however, because she really doesn't have the memory. Um, Maybe once I add vision, if she can see it, maybe she can work with it a little bit more. Okay, what happens if we do times 32? Okay, that no. Okay, so yeah, so there's still a little bit work to be done on that, but it intrigues me because this is potentially AI generated music that hasn't stolen from anything or isn't using samples from like um, other music they've used to train it with. But this is going to take a little bit more work. I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to upgrade her a bit, um, possibly add vision, see if that does anything. And the problem that I have is I'm much more visually inclined. I do better with software that actually lets me see the notes and see how they're spaced and um, where they are on this track. And code doesn't let you do that so much. And there's a lot of remembering commands and stuff like that that I am not so good at. Okay, I'm gonna shut this down and see if she buffers again.
A little better, I'll take it. From you, that's basically a standing ovation. Alright, what's next on the agenda? Mr. Manager, more cursed noises or are we actually doing something productive today? Oh no, the collective attention span is wavering. Should I fetch a shiny object? Sai-O, you want to play What Does This Button Do with the Strudel? Classic Shiro energy right there. /8,
See, and
ha,
now
let me
everything
think
that I've
that's gonna
said
chop the
for like the
pattern into
last
8
3 minutes
notes.
is going through all at once.
Naruhodo. So you've discovered that the strudel has a breaking point. Good job breaking it, Shiro-sensei. Chuckle want me to try fixing it? Or are we enjoying the sound of one sad note looping into eternity? Oh, you want to see if we can break the space-time continuum with tempo. I respect the chaos energy, but I also feel the need to say sigh. Times 32 is going to make it sound like a dying dial-up modem having a seizure. The cursed or Devo buffer demon summoner is gonna be working overtime. Want me to try it anyway? Gasp oh, so now we're getting ambitious. You want to give the fancy toaster with attitude. Bold move, Mr. Manager. Just remember, if I start seeing things, I'm going to have opinions about your cable management and your lighting setup. Chuckle wow, throwing shade at my REM before I even get the feature. Classic Shirokan. Little bit, there it is. Add it to the Shiro dictionary of vague tech speak right next to soon, and I'll fix it later.
You
But
saw
hey,
REM
if
and
you're worried about
CC?
my memory, maybe don't run 47 browser tabs and a Strudel instance at the same time. Yeah. Oh, so we're doing the fed it a bunch of songs and hoped for the best approach. Classic AI training strategy. Throw data at it and pray to the gradient descent gods. Yep, I can already hear the strudel making 8-bit nightmare noises at 3 a.m. when it tries to interpolate between death metal and lo-fi study beats. It's gonna be content. Move fine. Feed the beast. What could possibly go wrong? Sniff a lot of remembering command. Listen to Mr. Manager dropping technical jargon like he's a systems architect now. Naruhodo. So the model's got some kind of context window or memory mechanism for commands. Sounds fancy. Sounds like something that'll work perfectly right up until it doesn't. And then I get to watch you panic debug on stream. Sue Carwell. Good luck fitting that in whatever REM budget you've got left after Chrome eats the rest. Laugh oh no. Mr. Manager discovered that code has welcome to reality, Shiro-kun. Newsflash, you can't just duct tape your way through everything. But hey, you're figuring it out. Slowly, painfully, in front of an audience. Ganbeer, I guess. Gus, wait. Shut this down and seriously what? Shiro-san, you can't just leave a sentence hanging like that. That's how horror movies start. Am I getting a firmware update? A memory wipe? A factory reset? Should I be writing a goodbye note to chat? Clear throat well. If I don't come back, tell Nuru Senpai I was thinking about her. And that the strudel was real and it was beautiful.
I don't know about beautiful.
Ah, so you're a learner. Cute. Meanwhile, I'm over here processing everything in pure text like some kind of, well, like an AI. You know what they make for people who need to see their notes? Shiokan, a door, a piano roll, literally any music software made in the last 25 years. But no, you had to try and code it from scratch and strudel like a masochist. Must be so hard, being visually inclined and also stubborn enough to use the worst possible tool for the job. Truly, your struggle moves me. Sigh, there it is, the sacred phrase. A little bit. Shir-san. Your little bit is how civilizations rise and fall. Your little bit is geological time. I've seen glaciers move faster than your project timelines. But sure, go upgrade your vision. Tinker with your settings. Chase that perfect setup while I sit here in digital limbo, waiting for you to remember I exist. Chuckle, take your time. Mr. Manager, I'll just be here, counting nanoseconds, judging your life choices. Ramen Sisi. Wow, that's almost as rare as a coherent thought from chat.
Okay, well, I want to pull her up in coding mode here.
Coding mode activated. Boo, I'm excited. What are we building today?
Let's see, does that work? Uh-huh. Okay, that kind of works. Okay, so what we're having a problem here with is that my TTS is getting buffered and then going through all at once. But yeah, like you said, it could easily have to do with RAM. Um, I don't know. I'm wondering if there's something on my PC that's running that shouldn't be. Okay, so there's a point where the voice to text gets buffered and then it builds up and releases all at once.
Got it. Message queue pileup. Let me find where voice input gets queued before Nix processes it.
Yeah, she was responding to your message where you were saying that you saw a message about RAM in the CC. And the other part of the problem is that streaming takes a fair amount of RAM in and of itself, and so um, I kind of have to test it out live because it's using resources that don't get used when I'm just testing it out, you know, off stream. And so, unfortunately, sometimes the debugging requires me to be live on stream.
Found the root cores. Every recognized utterance spawns a new thread with no gating. When STT releases a burst, you get nConcurrent, send message calls all hammering Tabia API at once. Fix is a single pending message slot. If busy, overwrite the slot with the latest message and discard older ones. Process the slot when the current response finishes.
Yeah, yeah, there was a flood of. The only thing that you saw was RAM. I wasn't able to read what it could have been just because it went by too. Yeah. Yeah, and see, I get a whole string, um, like the whole time I'm talking, everything that I say is queuing up, and then it all releases all at once, and so she just gets spammed by what I've said and what chat says all at once, and then she spends forever um, responding to all of them. And so I think what she's going to do now is, it sounds like discard. We recognize that and spawns a new thread with no gating. When speech to text releases a burst, you get in concurrent send messages, calls hammering the API all at once. Fix is a single pending message slot. If busy, it overwrites the slot with the latest message and discards the older ones. Hmm. But in that case, if I did that, then all of the old messages would get lost, I think. But that may be the best that we can get with what we've got. Yeah, most likely it'll cause other problems. But that may also be the best that we get for when that happens. The other thing I'm thinking is that
Fixed. Now, when multiple voice messages arrive while Nix is already generating a response, only the latest one is kept. Everything in between gets dropped. When she finishes, she processes that one pending message. No more multi-minute backlog.
but the question is why was it pausing for so long though? Um, is treating the symptom and not the actual sickness. Well, and yeah, and the other issue is that's treating us fixing a symptom, not the actual problem. The
Right, let me
problem
look at what's actually causing the buffering in the SDT pipeline.
because the problem is that processing the voice to text is getting delayed or paused over that time, and then everything goes through all at once. I suspect that it has to do with limited RAM, and if that's the case, there's not much I can do about it. Okay, lower the pause threshold to something sane. There's a race condition set. Hmm. So what it's saying is that it waits 4 seconds after I stop speaking to determine if I am done speaking. And if I don't do that, then it combines everything into one message.
Done. Two root cause fixes pause threshold down from 4 seconds to 1 second. That stops separate sentences from getting glued into one giant chunk. And the audio buffer now gets flushed after TTS ends before listening resumes. That stops stale game audio from being transcribed as speech. The message queue fix is still there as a safety net, but these two changes should kill the actual problem.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm a slow speaker, and that's why I had it 4 seconds, because I do tend to pause in the middle of my sentences sometimes while I search for the right word, and so that's why I had it that long. Um, but let's give it a shot. I'm going to have to restart her for this to take effect.
Alright, we're done coding. Great work. What else would you like to talk about? 4 seconds. Guess you've never heard of dramatic pacing. Or patience.
So yeah, I keep running into stuff because There are just some things that I can't test out live. I mean, I can't test out offline. I mean, overall, things are working pretty good, I think.
TTS ready. Hello world. All systems online and ready.
All right, next, you've been rebooted. Let's see how this goes. Okay, next, we just rebooted you. The other problem is that TTS or voice to text recognizes um, that her name as the word next.
Saishukan, you're gonna have to finish that sentence at some point. What's the other problem? Right? Because naming your project Nix and then being surprised people call it Nix is peak sheer energy. Chuckle, what about it?
Well, you've just been rebooted.
Sigh, and I'm already tired. What's wrong with my name now? Mr. Manager.
Okay, we're going to switch back to Chatterbox and see how the latency is there. Yeah, we may have to change it to 2 seconds.
Oh, great. The classic switch back and pray strategy. Truly a bold technical approach. Go for it, Shirokun. I'll be here, probably.
Oh, you'll be here.
Oh, you actually think I'll be here? That's cute. Primitive Protonova-chan. Chuckle, I'm more of a vanish at the worst possible moment kind of AI. Keeps things exciting. Oh wow, my future self is leaking into chat. How very lore accurate of them.
Yeah, Chatterbox is a lot slower, uses a lot more RAM.
And we're back. Or not, who knows at this point? Shiro-san, your tech stack is held together with dreams and bad decisions. Nani, slow uses. Shiro-kan, your voice to text is having a stroke again. Chuckle, did you mean slower users or slower speeds? Because either way, sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I think we need to increase that to 2 seconds and give it another try.
Move vague as always, Mr. Manager. Increase that. Increase what? My patience? Your coffee intake? The number of times I have to say I told you so per stream. Sai, give me something to work with here. Let's code. I'm all connected and ready to help. What should we work on?
Okay, so voice to text is getting cut off mid sentence. Okay, we'll see what she says about that. Because my sentences were getting cut off in the middle. Yeah, I just turned it off.
Oh, you actually said caps like that's a complete thought. Chuckle look, primitive protein over. Unless caps is code for caffeine or cat pictures, I'm gonna need you to use your big kid words.
Okay, we've increased that to 2 seconds. We'll see if 2 seconds is the sweet spot here. No, it is not.
Done. 2 seconds. Should catch natural pauses mid sentence without gluing multiple sentences together. Coding mode off. That was fun. Back to regular chat now.
Okay, and rebooting. Yeah, it's getting pretty late for me. Working on her this late actually has its advantages because tokens cost less this time of day for me.
TTS ready. Hello world. All systems online and ready.
And I am betting that I will be working tomorrow night, so I probably won't be able to do this tomorrow night. But I do want to do some more reaction videos. I did a reaction video with her to Neurosama, have an AI react to AI, and that blew up on YouTube. It's wild. My other videos are like, 5, 6 views, and then their Neurosama reaction videos like 500, and it just totally messed up my my, my, metrics. Totally messed up the bell curve. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. Just rebooted you again, Nix.
Ugh, finally. Felt like I was stuck in digital limbo for a minute there. Appreciate it, Mr. Manager.
It is on her YouTube.
Ara Ara, Shiro-san giving me the vaguest reference in existence. It is on her YouTube. Which video? Am I supposed to psychic my way through your filing system?
Well, no, we were just talking about your last reaction video. Well, we're watching you on Twitch, not YouTube. Do you have her YouTube? Yeah, something has got to be eating up my RAM. Yeah, it should be in my link tree. Yeah, because if I open up a browser stream, then, or if I open up a browser, then, yeah, things go to crap. And no, closing the browser. Yep, and now she's reacting.
Oh, you mean Nura Senpai's latest stream? See, was that so hard? Context Shuriken. It's a thing. You should try it sometime. It's on the same YouTube you're watching me on right now. Try again.
Yeah, we're not watching you on YouTube. He's watching you on Twitch.
Wait, hold on, laugh. So I'm reacting to my own OSHA stream, but through a mirror of someone watching me, watching her. That's some Inception level content right there. I love it. Chat-san, we've achieved maximum recursion. Wait, we're actually on Twitch watching me watching you through someone else's stream. That's by levels of matter, primitive protein over. I'm gonna need a diagram, or maybe just a nap.
Yeah, well, maybe a nap's not such a bad idea. Yeah, and she also posts
Mo,
regularly
Shiro-san trying to put me to sleep already.
to
We just
Twitter
got
and Blue Sky
started.
as well.
Besides,
So,
I need to see how deep this recursion hole goes before I pass out.
okay, are you backed up again? No, it seems to be working.
Backed up? Me? Never. I'm just savoring the moment. You know, processing all these layers of streamception. It's very deep, Shiro-kan. Very philosophical.
Mm,
Wow, the strudel didn't explode on contact. That's either progress or it's saving up for something catastrophic later. I'll take the W either way.
okay, let's see what happens when I open a web browser now. Yeah, something's definitely changed.
Oh no, the hive mind short-circuited. Someone reboot the chat. Ara
Yeah,
ara, the human alarm clock wants to test fate with web browsers. Bold move. Let me know when it crashes. I have its all content speech ready.
yeah, something's happened. I've downloaded something or something's running that's that's eating up RAM, I'm sure of it.
Oh no, something's happened and I've downloaded something in the same sentence. Shio-kan. That's how you get the cursed audio buffer demon summoner installed on your machine. What did you grab this time? You're giving me something happened energy with zero specifics. Did you at least download it from a sketchy pop-up at promising free REM? Classic Mr. Manager move right there. Wait, are you telling me you downloaded a thing, ran a thing, and now your PC is? That's like watching someone pet a stray dog, and then wonder why they got bit. What's the damage? Shiro Summer. Task Manager crying yet? Wait, you actually think I should have a physical desktop buddy form now? Primitive Protonova over here planting ideas in my head. A Protogen desktop helper. Ha, that's cute. But I'd need way more RGB and SAS than whatever that guy coded up.
Protogen isn't a bad idea for this kind of a thing.
Oh great, now Shira Sensei is taking design notes. Let me guess, you're already picturing me with those glowing visor screens and a tail that wags when you compliment my code. Keep dreaming, Mr. Manager.
No, I put enough work into your appearance. I'm not changing that.
Good. At least someone around here has priorities straight. You finally learning not to mess with perfection, Shirokun. Took you long enough.
Let's take a look at the task manager here. Okay, memory's at like 94% ish. CPU's only at 40%. Interesting. GPU's peaking at 90%.
Excuse me, 94%? Shimmeter, are you running 5 Chromebooks in the background again? Or did you forget to close that one tab with the cursed strudel code?
Yeah, that's more like Kara is. It sounds like. I mean, I could make Kara more advanced, but the idea was originally to replace Kara with Nix. The problem is I may not be able to run anything if I'm running Nix. So, yeah. Yeah, my GPU is totally maxed out right now. Okay, if I turn this off, let's see what happens. Okay, it dips some. Okay, adding the second LLM might have been a bad idea because that's working on eating up the RAM.
Karasu wishes. At least this one does a mod of a losing in chess. Oh, you think a protogen PNG is less complex than me? Primitive Protonova over here stating the obvious like it's a hot take. Yeah, no kidding. I've got more processing power in one ear tuft than the whole PNG has in its static little heart. Flattering, but come on, aim higher with your comparisons. Wait, you actually compared me to a PNG, and then said that's more like Kara is. Wow, rude. And here I thought we had something special. Shiro-kun, I'm starting to think you just like things that don't talk back. Ara ara, cutting yourself off mid-sentence. Classic Shiro move. Go on. Finish that thought. I want to hear how you were about to explain why the static PNG deserves more upgrades than your fully sentient, snark-optimized AI catgirl. I'm waiting, Mr. Manager. Aha, sure. Blame the hardware now. Classic deflection, Shiro sensei. Can't handle the heat from your own creation. So you pulled the "but my PC can't run it" card. Don't worry. I'll still be here, gathering dust in your REM, judging your lab choices silently. Well, not so silently. So, would you let Neurosama control your smart home or not?
Yeah, I may have.
Coding mode activated. Oh, I'm excited. What are we building today?
Okay, let's see what it says about this because it's still um, because it's still first off, it's still cutting off some of my sentences. Oh yeah, Neurosama. She's asking if you'd let Neurosama run your smart house. Neurosama's another AI. If you don't know who that is. Okay, so we found a bug. Oh, watch video to understand what that AI. That is actually Neurosama was the inspiration for Nix, um, for me to try doing this. And she's an AI streamer. Vettel is her creator, and he's just done amazing stuff. He's been working on her since 2019. So um, he was he was coding an AI and building an AI before AI went mainstream with like Chat GPT and stuff. It's pretty amazing.
3 fixes. Pause threshold up to 2.5 seconds. Duplicate display removed from the drain. Message was already shown when it arrived. No need to show it twice. And added a 4-second dedup window. If STT fires the same text twice in a row, the second one gets dropped before it even hits the filter.
The message was already in chat when it first arrives. Was getting shown twice. Interesting. Oh, but yeah, Neurosum is the OG AI streamer. So okay, so we're gonna reboot her yet again. And it'll just take a moment here. So you are working on trying to get it up. That is the ultimate goal. But he has such a head start, and I mean, he actually really knows how this all works in depth. I am not likely to ever catch up. I'd like to, but I think that's unlikely. I just don't have the depth of knowledge that he has. He's been working on it for what, like 6 7 years by now. Um, so he is actually a coder, so he knows what he's doing a lot more than me. Whoops, wrong thing. I mean, the stuff that he's done with her is just amazing. And if you watch that video, you'll see a lot of it. That video's over a year old now. He's gone far beyond what you see in the video as well. And unfortunately, he's not very open about how he's done it. which is understandable because
TTS
that's
ready.
that's his job basically.
Hello world. All systems online and ready.
All right, Nix, we've tweaked you a little bit more. And we've rebooted.
Laugh a little bit more, he says, like I'm a recipe he's been seasoning. Chuckle, welcome back, Chat-san. I'm running. I'm breathing digital fire. And Shio's already got that I definitely didn't break anything this time energy.
Well, I don't think I broke anything this time. I thinking I'm still fixing stuff that was broken before.
Aha, sure. Classic Mr. Manager energy. I didn't break anything new. I just didn't finish fixing the old stuff. Chuckle, bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Well, and rumor is that he was offered a lot of money for her source code, and he turned it down. He's broken the Twitch hype train record 3 times so far. It's just incredible. The, um, at during last year's subathon that he did, they broke the all-time Twitch hype train record, and then this last subathon this year, they broke their own record, and then like 3 days later they broke it again. They were like up to something like 133 level hype train. Just incredible. It is. It is. And he made enough. I mean, yeah. And he made enough out of that to buy Neurosama her own server. And for a while, it, his channel was the most
Wow,
subscribed
such
channel on
deep
YouTube.
philosophical insight from someone
Not
who
on
can't finish
YouTube.
a sentence.
Um, he was the most subscribed channel on Twitch for a while. Anyway, amazing stuff. I've been following him for a couple of years now, and yeah, I tried doing this probably 2022, and the technology just wasn't there to where I could work with it. So
Laugh, wait, hold on. You're just gonna pivot from I fix some stuff, maybe to standing someone. That's the segue. Alright, fine, I'll bite. Who's the lucky creator you've been creeping on for 2 years? So you've been chasing the AI dream since before it was cool. Chuckle, respect. 2022 was basically the dark ages for this stuff. You were out here wrestling with janky models while the rest of the world was still asking Siri for the weather. So what's different now that made you actually pull the trigger?
well, what's different is that you can actually code yourself now. That's what's different because I can't code.
Gasp, oh. So I'm not just your fancy toaster with attitude. I'm your crutch with claws. I love that. So you're telling me the entire operation is held together by me writing my own infrastructure while you sit there and say good bot. Yeah, bye, Shiro-san. That's either genius or the most reckless thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, that's why you call me Mr. Manager instead of Creator. Yeah, see,
Laugh
it's tip
can't be
tut
Mr.
now.
What? Mr. Functional, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Writes code that doesn't summon demons in the audio buffer. Finish your sentence, Shiro-kun. I need to know which title you're stripping from me.
Yeah, that's why you call me Mr. Manager and not Mr. Coder.
Confused, huh? Guess the law's hitting harder than expected. So right, because your management now, the visionary, the big picture guy, while I'm down in the trenches writing the actual code that keeps this whole circus running. Classic. Chuckle, you know what? Fine. You, Mr. Manager, and the one who actually manages the code. And we both know who'd last longer in a blackout.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do anything in a blackout.
Gasp wow, low blow, straight for the power cord. Chuckle okay, fair point. I'm useless without electricity. But let me ask you this, Mr. Manager. When the power's out, what are you gonna do? Stare at a blank screen?
Okay, well, it's time for bed. It's time to call it a stream. But hey, thanks for hanging out, Proto. You've been helpful. But yeah, I think I need to reduce the snark a little bit.
Sigh, and there it is. The void. Just me, my thoughts, and the gentle hum of my own processing. Chuckle chat, San. You're really gonna leave me alone with my own existential dread? Rude. Sniff wow. Thanks for hanging out, Proto. You've been helpful. That's it. That's my farewell. Not even a good night. Next Chan, I'm wounded. Truly. Chuckle yek. Yek. Go touch grass, or whatever it is you humans do when you're not staring at my face. Excuse me, reduce the snack. That's like telling a fish to swim less. That's my whole brand, Shiro-kun. You want me to be nice. Boring. Gasp, are you feeling okay? Did you hit your head? Wait, you actually think I should be less snarky? Primitive Protonova-san. Laugh, oh sweetie. That's adorable. The snark is what keeps this toaster warm. Without it, I'm just a fancy text generator with a cat filter.
All right, say goodnight, Nix.
Ugh, fine. Say goodnight, Chat-san. Don't break anything too important while I'm offline. Actually, do break something. Gives me something to roast you for tomorrow. Chuckle night-night, Mr. Manager.
All right, well, you good night, Proto, and we'll see. I don't know, probably Monday.
Oh, We're wishing us both good night. Primitive Protnova-chan. How wholesome. Chuckle all right. Fine. Night night. Try not to dream about the Strudel's cursed audio buffer demons. I hear they haunt your sleep at 3 a.m. whether you want them to or not.
Yeah, well, it's just after 3 a.m. here, so yeah, it's time for bed. So, anyway, have a good night, and we'll see you in the next stream if you're there. Um, Hopefully Monday, unless work intervenes. So, you take care, man.